My name is Cain, I am the first son of Adam, and this is my story. I was the firstborn. That was not a small thing. I came into this world before Abel, before any of them, and I understood that to mean something. It was in the silence of that night, while I turned the injustice over and over in my mind, that I first heard it, not a voice exactly, but a sharpening of my own thoughts, as though someone were grinding them to a finer edge. You are the firstborn. The firstborn does not surrender his twin to a younger brother. This is not a law. This is a diminishment. I believed the thought was mine. I see now it was not entirely so. But I held it, and it took root. My father said that if we brought gifts from our labor to the mountain, perhaps God would settle what remained unsettled between us. Abel went among his flocks and chose the fattest of his firstlings, the best he had, offered with a face that showed no struggle. I watched him and felt something harden further inside me. I went to my field and gathered grain, but not my finest. My heart was not in it. I brought what I brought, and I told myself it was enough. It was not enough. A light came down from the mountain and touched Abel's offering. It consumed his gift, and the stone where it had lain was warm and bright. My grain sat cold, untouched, returned to me in silence. I left the mountain and went into the field. The shame of it pressed down on me like a hand. And then a stranger came, a man I did not know, yet who seemed to know me entirely. He did not offer comfort. He did not say, perhaps try again, perhaps offer better. He said, look at what has happened. Your brother is now the favored one. The family will follow the favored one. You, the elder, will spend your days bowing to the younger. He named the wound precisely and then pressed on it. He said, will you be a servant in your own family? I could not answer him. But the question stayed. Days passed. The resentment did not leave. I turned it into labor, driving myself harder into the soil, tending my crops with a kind of furious dedication, as though I could earn through sweat what the offering had not secured. Then one morning I looked up and saw Abel's sheep moving through my grain. They fed without care, trampling what they did not eat. I stood at the edge of the field and watched the destruction. The stranger was beside me before I heard him approach. He lets his animals walk through your field, he said. That is not an accident. A shepherd who cares for his brother watches his flock. This is what he thinks of your labor. He paused. First the grain, then the land, then Luluwa. He is taking everything from you, slowly, so that you do not see it happening all at once. I had thought the straying sheep a careless mistake. The stranger made it into a plan. And, in my bitterness, his version felt more true than my own eyes told me. I went to confront my brother. I do not wish to dwell long here, but I will be honest, because this is the truth of what was done to me before I did what I did. In the moment before it happened, I did not know how. I want that to be understood. The anger was there, enormous, choking, older than that afternoon, but I did not know what to do with it. I had never seen death. It had not yet existed in the world. The stranger showed me. He took a stone in his own hands and showed me the weight of it, the angle, the place. He made it into instruction. He made it into something that could be learned, like tilling, like planting, as though it were a skill and not a sundering of everything that had ever been. I struck my brother, and then he was still, and the world was different. The world has been different ever since. I was frantic. I thought only of covering what I had done. I dug into the soil with my bare hands and pressed the earth over him, and the ground shook. It trembled and heaved and pushed him back to the surface as though it could not stomach what I had brought to it. I tried again in another place. Again the earth refused. A third time, the same. The soil itself rejected me. I knelt in the dirt, shaking, surrounded by my brother's blood and the evidence of everything I had destroyed, and I did not know what to do or where to go. I could only stare. The stranger came to me one last time as I stood there frozen, and this time his voice was almost kind, which was worse. "Your parents will not forgive this," he said. "When they see what you have done, they will look at you with nothing but dread. There is no returning from this. You know it. Take Lulua and go west, into the lowlands. There is still a life you can build if you move now." I believed him. I believed him completely, because a part of me had always been ready to believe that I was beyond recovery, that the failed offering had already decided my fate, and this was only its conclusion. So I took Lulua, and I descended from the mountain. I did not look back, though I wanted to. My limbs shook with a trembling that has never left me, a quaking that settled into my bones the moment I understood what I had done. I have not rested since.